So it was pretty evident looking at the footage that race was hands down like the best race that I've had so far this season. It pretty much had everything. It had the drama, it had the battles, the upset, pretty much. It had everything. I mean, this season so far, just 6 races in, really 5 for me, because again, like I keep mentioning, I did miss 1 race, so I've only raced 5 out of the 6 races, but 6 races in altogether. It's been a hell of a season so far, from finishing all the way in last place due to kart issues to now fighting with the top 3 guys is pretty crazy to say in such a short amount of time. It just it's a little unfortunate because obviously my problem seems to be consistency. I am terribly inconsistent, so I definitely got to work on that. But I don't know, just it's weird. It's definitely weird finally being in the seat and experiencing it firsthand. Because like many of y'all know, or many of y'all don't know, because my channel is slowly growing, which thank you, by the way, to everyone who is subscribing and joining the journey. I appreciate it a lot. But this is my first time actually in any kind of racing, even it being at the smallest level, which is go-karts, being in a league in go-karts. So I've always been a fan. I've always been watching it on TV and playing video games and movies. But to actually be the one in the seat, having the battles, seeing myself progress throughout the season is amazing. And surreal at the same time. Like many others, I've always wanted to do this, and again, even though it's at a very low level, it's happening. I'm making it happen, and the fact that it's not a fluke either, that there is something that I have to show, makes it all the more better. Because like I said, just in the span of 5 races officially that I've done, I went from being in the back of the pack, finishing last, to now almost getting I should have had that podium, but I'm not gonna say anything, because honestly, Ethan, his defensive driving was just impeccable. Because I definitely had the pace. I definitely had the pace to finish second. I believe it was second. I think when I looked at the final results, I think I had the second fastest lap around. So if everything would have went in my favor, I would have at least finished second on the podium. So, but hey, that's racing. Not everything goes your way, and honestly, I really can't complain. That, like I said in the beginning of this video, that race had everything. It had the drama, it had the battles, it had the upsets. It was hands down the greatest race that I've had so far, and it only took 5 races to get there. So I'm super excited to see how next month goes, and really just the rest of this season altogether. Hopefully it's a sign that, although I'm inconsistent as hell, maybe I'll finally step on that podium soon. So, but yeah. So I'm not gonna keep talking too much more. I'll let the race do the rest of the talking, and I hope y'all enjoy. I hope you guys and girls, whoever's watching these videos, I hope y'all are enjoying this series as much as I'm having fun participating and making these videos for y'all. And yeah, hopefully we only keep going up from here. Hopefully maybe I'll do another season or 2 of this, but like anything else in life, it's you want to keep going up. You don't want to stay in the same place, and you definitely don't want to go backwards. So, you know, hopefully after another season or two of this, maybe we could start playing with the big toys and actually move into an actual race car, because that would be incredible if we can make that happen. But yeah, with all that being said, I'm gonna stop talking, and I hope y'all enjoy the race. Peace. Hello again, everybody. I just want to jump in really quickly. While I was editing this, I figured this would just be the best and quickest way to do it. The drama that I mentioned starts right here. As you can see, Justice sneaking his way past me. So there's a huge misunderstanding amongst the grid. I don't think it's ever been clarified, honestly, but rules under yellow. So obviously when it comes to actual racing, the yellow flag does not mean stop. Drivers are allowed to move, but they can't pass under yellow, or at least in wherever sector that yellow flag is being flung. However, with go-karting, things can be a little different. Obviously for safety, it's at a much more consumer level. So, and you can see it in the past videos, whenever a yellow comes out, usually we are all stopped. So this is where this misunderstanding comes from, because as you saw there, we were all stopped. Justice kept moving and stole first place, essentially. However, depending which rule book you're looking at, that is a legal pass. And so even though it was never truly clarified during this race, and it actually led to a discussion after the race, we'll see if it gets clarified for July's race. But that's it. Later.
was a good race. Just ran out of luck. P4 though. P4. That's my new highest finish. Ah, we were so close there, dude. So close. Just ran out of luck, man. Just ran out of luck. But honestly, I can't even be mad. That was a fun one. The cart was good. Just ran out of luck. Ran out of luck, and that was some really good defensive driving by I can't remember his name right now. I can't even lie to that. It's a little frustrating. Obviously it's frustrating because we were so close, but I can't be mad. I can't be mad. That was a good one. And I mean, at least we're going home with a new highest finish, so I can't be too mad. That was a good race. That was a really good race. Maybe next month. Maybe next month we'll get lucky and we'll finally get the podium. Maybe. Hopefully. I definitely am starting to get tired of always missing out.
Camera number?
Sean? Yeah. 21-8. 21-8-5-0.
In third place for our adult finals with a 21.86, we have Ethan. In second place, we have a 21.74, Dustin. And in first place with a 21.47, we have Justice.